Okay, here we are. I got two more rows of holes in the jig filled up, and I suppose I can step back. You can see this is already starting to take up some space. It's from the longest wires over here to the longest wires over there. It's probably about 6 foot, maybe a little more across. So make sure you got plenty of space around when you're working on a tree this big, because at times they're going to be a spread out big old mess. And I'm going to go ahead and comb out all the tangles on the top, and then put a little piece of wrap on the top. And I'm also going to do the same thing to the stuff that's sitting in the stand there right now. Yeah, I know the stain looks funny on there. I was experimenting on this one, and this is my stand. I like the wabi-sabi look, kinda. So you know, I'm not too worried about it. It's more of a tool for me. But you got to get the tangles out, especially on the wire that you can't see that's in the stand there. Because if that wire that's underneath that piece of plastic gets too tangled up, you're going to have one hell of a time trying to pull the tree out of the plastic. Like I said in the first video, this is one of those, I got those 1/8 inch holes there, and I got 3 wires in each hole, and the wire moves real easy in there. If your wire starts to bind in the holes, that's a no-no, because you get too much friction in there and you will not be able to pull the tree out of the plastic to, you know, work on the roots once you got the top done. And on these large trees, I always finish the top before I start on the roots. Many strands means you got to be more particular with what you're doing. Once I'm over, you know, 150 strands, you got to really make sure you're not getting tangles. Very important. You don't want to stuff a bunch of wire in a jig and end up having to recycle the whole bunch after you got, you know, 100 hours in there. So and I'm also going to put another little collar wire right down here at the bottom. Every 2 rows I'm going to wrap some wire around here. It doesn't really, you know, matter how much. It's just it helps make a more solid trunk to root interface, so you got a stronger tree. Because I don't make junk. A lot of people are making junk these days. You see some art, it's selling for an awful lot of money, and an awful lot of it, that art that's selling for a lot of money, it's probably going to fall apart before 100 years are up. I try and make things, I mean, the aluminum itself as a material will last an awful long time with minimal care. So if you do a good job, you know, making something, it might be around for couple thousand years. You never know. Peace.